Welcome to the original Next Level Gaming.
Yes,
Welcome.
I know we're late.
Well, you can blame it on me. I've been late for a few weeks, so
You're a
Yeah,
month
finally
late.
made
It took a few weeks to finally show up.
I actually did not think my Keurig was going to malfunction on me tonight. I had to have coffee for this evening.
Have you had to replace your toggle switch yet?
No, I haven't
Keurig?
had to replace my toggle switch. It just it drips now. I've got to clean it out.
Oh yeah,
It's
just stick a
supposed to
needle.
drip.
Just stick a needle in the needle.
Yes.
pour some vinegar down there.
Yeah, it's just clogged with coffee grains. So you just stick like a safety pin in it, a big one, cleans it right out.
Well, I had to. I mean, in honor of tonight, I had to have my coffee. I had to see this is my good color changing coffee mug. And since the last time we
nice.
were all three together, I wasn't the biggest Xbox fan, but I'm back. I'm back, baby. We got a showcase on Sunday. We got Chris is back.
What?
Yes.
I've been here the whole time. I'm back from suspension.
You were not. Oh, fuck.
I told him that I read the Renegades.
Fuck.
I got suspended earlier. I was suspended. I'm back though.
I thought you were on the
I was
injury
good.
reserve.
You made me spit this out of my drink. Spit it. Oh. Oh my goodness.
Relic
Anyway,
reason.
it's good to have you back.
Yes, sir. Missed you guys.
Yes, missed you too. We have some people fill in for you, and we had a good time.
Oh yeah.
But
No, we got a great community. It's like I wasn't worried about YouTube by yourself. So appreciate everybody that jumped in with you guys.
no, we caused a lot of trouble. Just
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Got in trouble, ruffling feathers.
Yeah.
That's
I
how
know.
we roll.
Going up to Boston.
That's how we
pissing
flap our
people
wings.
off. That's right. Going up to Boston, pissing people off.
Yeah.
Playing Amico, making people cry.
I know.
No tea was spilled.
No tea was spilled. No tea was spilled. And I got it. So I gotta say, what a freaking weekend that was. Not just for me, but for Seth. I'm just the.
Can't imagine.
It's hard to put into words. So,
yeah.
First off, this I gotta show you a couple pictures. This is us standing on the stage of Boston Symphony Hall.
You know what? I see a lot of green. I bet a Microsoft acquisition is in the works as we speak.
Microsoft is buying.
You mean acquiring Amico?
Yeah, and television entertainment.
Tommy's Yes, Tommy's head in that division of. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, he can come in as the as the internal musician, the internal music composer. So, but this was this was before they were setting up the Boston Pops. And let me tell you, it was surreal standing on that stage as a musician myself. People don't know this, so everybody knows I play keyboards. Everybody knows I play piano. What you guys don't know, what I have never told anybody, is that in elementary school you have band, right? My second instrument was the violin, and I played violin all the way through high school.
Playing second fiddle ever since. Yeah.
That's excellent.
That's why I had to be on the show just for the
Yes.
the jokes.
I'm ready for see your Fiddler on the Roof show.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming. I don't play anymore. But so this was a really awesome, surreal moment. And for Seth, this was an amazing weekend. And I think nothing sums it up for him. Hold on. Where is it? I make sure. Let me blow these pictures up a little bit so I can see them, so I get the right one. Nothing sums up this weekend for him more than this right here. The man on the right is Marty O'Donnell. So
Who's that again? Just kidding. That's
well, not everybody knows.
It's the no, I know.
Everybody
but that's
knows.
The ongoing joke. I keep asking you, who is it?
there are more people that don't know. Like Jago didn't know who he was. Marty O'Donnell, for those who don't know, is the man. Thank you.
Yep.
Nice.
So if you need to know who recorded the Gregorian chant at the beginning of the prologue, he's right here.
Yeah.
Autographs after the show.
Byrnes said voice of an angel. I don't think those were angels. Those were Gregorian.
Gregorian angels.
Gregorian.
Diablo angels.
Anyhow,
talk about Diablo. Anybody got the game?
Not yet. But I've heard good. So speaking of Diablo, the other guy who was there that I got a chance to meet and talk to and really kind of pick the brain of and enjoy his company was this guy who I know most people don't know. This is Jason Hayes. Jason Hayes was the internal composer for Blizzard. Jason composed the music for Starfield. Or not Starfield, sorry. Hey, I got that on the brain. StarCraft. Sorry. Boy, I'm going to light up the internet tonight. StarCraft.
Breaking news.
Right. Warcraft. World of Warcraft, and the first 2 Diablo games. Speaking of Diablo. So I got to meet and talk to Marty and Jason. And I got to tell you, they are absolutely excellent. 2 excellent people. But Seth, this was his. This was an amazing weekend for him, and I got it. So I didn't get all of it, because I didn't get it in time. But so this is how the weekend broke down. Let me back up. I'm all a mess right now. Thinking about this has me all kind of choked up. So Tommy calls me in February and says, "Hey Myke, guess what? The Boston Pops are doing Video Games Live." And he tells me the story, how that came to be, and his dad him, his dad wanting to do it with him and all that. And so I'm like, well, shit, we're there. Not a problem. We're there. So I talked to him Thursday night. It was like the Thursday before. Yeah, we were leaving on Saturday. I talked to him Thursday night. And he calls me on Thursday. Seth's Seth's standing next to me, so I'm on speakerphone. Seth goes, "Hey, Tommy." And Tommy goes, "Hey, Seth, what's going on?" He said, "Seth, are you ready to meet Marty O'Donnell?" And Seth's like, "Yes." I mean, when I tell
he
you
knew
that,
who it was. Okay.
when I tell you,
boy.
yes.
Nice. Well raised.
When
man.
I tell you that Seth has been into Halo for months now, he has beaten the Master Chief Collection. He walks around the house humming the theme song. I mean, he can play it on the piano. So for him to meet and talk to Marty O'Donnell, and everybody who knows Seth knows, even while he's growing up and a bit more social, he's still a little gun-shy communication-wise, right? So he's attempting his best to really talk to Marty. And Marty is just, like, Marty said to me, Seth went to the bathroom at one point, and Marty said to me, "So Seth is kind of on the spectrum, isn't he?" I'm like, "Yes, he is. He's high-functioning autistic, and I said he's growing out of it, but he still has some communication kind of difficulties. He can certainly communicate. He knows how to talk to people. He still has a little bit of that shyness that makes it hard for him to think about what he wants to say. So a lot of times if you say something to him and he's agreeing with you or he wants it, he'll shrug his shoulders or something like that. So next thing you know, I turned around to say something to Atari Creep, one of the guys, one of my friends who had come up there as well. It was me, Atari Creep, Saggy, who Chris, you guys, Saggy and I, as you guys might have known, had a bit of a falling out a while ago, and some of it was on me. I trying to kind of protect her a little bit. I was hoping that she wouldn't talk to or hang out, or do certain things, and you never want to tell people what to do on their own, channels and things like that. And that was a stupid thing for me to do. But even at that, we both kind of fell out, but we reconciled and made up here this weekend, and it was a beautiful moment that I really enjoyed. So she was there, DJC was there, Bacon Ice Cream Productions was there, Rab was there, and so we all got together, and we were all in this green room with Tommy and Jason and Marty. We were, Seth got his backstage pass. We all had all access passes, which gave you access to kind of the VIP section of the night, where Tommy came out and did a Q&A, Marty came out and did a Q&A with Jason. But we, because we are Tommy's friends, came backstage with him and his family to hang out before the show, during the break, and then we all went down to the meet and greet together afterwards. So I turn around to say something to Atari Creep, and the next thing I hear is there's a piano like where we were talking. I hear bum 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 bum, and I turn around, and Marty O'Donnell is sitting at the piano, and he does the piano riff in front of Seth. And hang on a sec. Why is it? Oh, because hang on.
Record that shit, it's gonna go viral.
And he said, oh, hang on. So
Record that shit, it's gonna go viral.
So he said, "This is for you, Seth." And he played the riff for him. It was and you see Seth's face. Like, he was just, the smile on his face was just insane. So he comes back, we come back during the break, and we're kind of hanging out back there, and I'm talking to Tommy and Rich and Chuck, and Seth kind of walks over to Marty and says, "Can I get my picture with you?" In Seth's kind of very quiet, you know. And Marty looks at him and goes, "Of course, of course." So I walk over and and before he takes this picture, he looks at Seth and says, "Is it okay if I put my arm around you?" And like, Seth just lit up. You see the smile on his face, and you can see that Seth has his arm, which he never does. He doesn't even do this to me. I'm his dad. He's got his arm around Marty O'Donnell. So this picture has summed up his entire weekend. Besides the fact that we sat literally within an arm's length of the stage of where we were. So this was great. I also want to shout out to Tommy for giving us those passes and for inviting us to hang out with him. This is the picture that apparently broke the internet, because the man really is my friend above all else. In fact, on Sunday, he called me Sunday morning. He says, "You guys can't leave yet. We got to go hang out." So a bunch of us went to Haymarket Square and hung out for a bit. I'll use this picture because there's another picture I do not want to put online for reasons I'll tell you guys offline, but here it is. So I picked up Tommy from his hotel, and Steven was in the background there. Rich and DJC. Rab went to pick up Saggy and to all meet us. So I picked up Tommy. We came out here, which was in a parking garage, but we all hung out Sunday morning, had lunch, walked around. I took Tommy back to his hotel. I took Chuck to the airport to catch his flight back to Michigan. And then we left Boston about 4:00 in the afternoon. So we had this wonderful weekend, and it was really cool. I do want to show you guys, this is how close to the stage we were, and let me see if I can find, this should be, yeah, so this was Marty O'Donnell conducting Halo. I got about a minute of this, and there's Tommy playing the guitar riff. And there's what in the back is a high school choir that they got to come in and sing. And they were amazing, this choir. They had a young lady come out from the choir, a young senior, to sing the Tetris theme. And this is the Boston Pops playing the Halo theme. I was able to get enough footage before my camera finally died, my phone battery. I'm sure I'll get a copyright strike from the Boston Pops now. They were amazing. Awesome. It just was such a, and that's how close we were all night long. So you'll like this. This is part of Castlevania. I'll show you the guitar. I took pictures of his 2 guitars he had. But yeah, so
Nice.
yeah, it was just that whole night was just so wild. Here are his guitars. They were wild guitars. This was one, and I think that was the one. That was the one he was playing Castlevania and Halo and stuff on, and then he had an acoustic that he did Chrono Trigger and Chrono Cross, and he played on that on a Squire, acoustic Squire. It was such a cool time. It is and again, it's a weekend that I know Seth will never forget, and I was really glad to that we could have gone and done that. I wish you guys could have been there. I really do. I think you guys would have had an amazing time as well.
Really wanted to go.
I know.
Yeah.
If it would have been close, I would have said like, okay, because I have family in town. I would have said
Right.
like, okay, I'll be right back.
Right. If it was at if it was in DC, it would have been perfect.
DC or Baltimore or something,
So anyway, that was the experience this weekend. I got some cool stuff. I did get everybody to sign Seth and our ticket. So
Nice.
Tommy signed it, Marty signed it, Jason Hayes signed it. The conductor for that night, Emmanuel, I can never, give me 1 second because I can never get his last name. I actually got these as well, these little scores.
Cool.
First page scores. Emmanuel Fratani. I got a chance to talk to him and his wife after the show too. His wife came out and sang Advent Rising, which was a game that all 3 of them, Tommy, Emmanuel, and Laurie, wrote. And I think I do have that video. And so she came out and she sang a bit of that. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. So that's her. She has an amazing voice too. And the Boston Pops are just the Boston frickin' Pops. I had to be very stealthy, by the way, because they didn't want you to film. But but that's how close to the stage we were. There was literally one. It was that table and the stage, and that was separating us. That's how close we were. That was nuts. But just the whole night, and the only thing that was being amplified through the speaker system was whoever was at that microphone, Tommy playing the guitar, and the choir in the background. The orchestra, the sound was just what the hall did. There was no amplification on the orchestra at all. So
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 cool.
is Tommy going on more tours? Is this
so this was a
started
one-off.
getting that going
Yeah,
again?
so this was a one-off, but apparently he's got some dates already for next year. So I'm curious as to where they go, and
Did you put some
what I'm gonna
suggestions
do-
in that suggestion box?
I actually was going to suggest to him the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra, because the BSO is no joke here either. What do you got?
I have no idea.
Okay, I mean,
We have good stuff, but I mean, Baltimore's closed.
yeah. All right, so he's gonna be, okay, so he's doing 3 dates in Nova Scotia, and a date in Greensboro, North Carolina. How far is Greensboro from here? I wonder. I could do Greensboro.
I don't know. It might be
think-
closer than Boston.
I think it'd be closer than Boston. Hang on, I'm just checking.
Hmm.
I'm doing a quick calculation here. It is. It's only. It's about the same actually.
Oh,
5 hours and 53 minutes. It was 6 hours and 20 minutes to Boston. So it's the same distance. I might have to get I might have to go to that one.
When is that
my
one?
Hitchhiker's thumb up.
Oh, I'll pick you up. March 23rd, 2024. I
March
am
when? You said?
March 23rd, 2024.
March 23rd.
I could plan ahead for that.
I would
Plenty of time.
definitely. No doubt. And the tickets are not nearly as expensive as the Boston Pops.
Yeah.
And there's
No, I can't
already-
make it. I
What?
cannot make it.
What? No. Why?
My daughter has spring break.
Bring
Wanna
her
go take
along.
spring break to North Carolina?
Oh my God, she would. Haley would
No,
love
I
this.
have my ass in paradise.
You already went to paradise, sir. You can't
That's
go
right.
twice back to back.
I know,
Yeah.
but I forgot to take a bite of that apple.
You'd have two tickets to paradise.
Yeah.
Ah. Maybe it might have to make it part of spring break, man. Long weekend there, or
Have
a
a-
weekend there,
A
and then
layover
right.
flight. Okay.
Wait, where are you going? Don't you usually go to the ocean? Or are you going back to the?
Yeah. I'm going to the far away ocean.
Oh, you going to Japan or something?
No, but the Hawaii.
Ah. Mm. See, and hello, chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my God, I've been so engulfed in this. Geo said that's only a couple hours from him. I will get this thing together, dude. Seth, I guarantee you, Seth he'll be like, "Yep," and we'll just do what we did. We'll just go down, except maybe this time we'll go down Friday, and then come back Sunday, or go down Friday and come back Monday. And that way we can spend all day Sunday with. That would be awesome. Oh, I'm gonna. All right, so enough about me. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
It was such a.
Yeah,
that was a big weekend, big night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
It
have anything
was.
to match that. And I definitely, I'm glad that you got to meet up with Tommy. It's been a while, right?
It has been a
So,
while. And
the
you know
Crayola?
what? It's been since Crayola. I've talked to him. Pac-Man talk. What's up, Chuck?
DJC, Mike spilled all the beans, so
I did.
no Pac-Man will save you there.
No. In fact,
Pac-Man exclusive to Xbox Showcase.
I believe this man was in Boston with me.
Is it him or the other guy? That other guy that comes on his show once in a while. And his alter ego.
Oh no, we would not let we wouldn't let Art Big fall into the building.
Didn't he get arrested? No.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So nice rock eyebrow. Yes, that's what I was going for. Oh, no, we had such a great time.
And you succeeded because it was recognized.
It's like, who's this guy again? That's that look.
Yes. So here, I'll put this picture back up. This was this was my picture with Marty O'Donnell, by the way. And just again, a shout out to Marty O'Donnell. Such a nice guy. Just I think you guys. I think that. And this is something that I have learned is that the pedestal we put people up on isn't always the pedestal they're up on. They feel like they're up on. To me, Marty O'Donnell has no business talking to just me. The man created the Halo theme. Like, he's written music for some of the most iconic video game music that's ever been written. What's he doing talking to me? When he found out I was a piano player, he went, like, him and I had 45 minutes of just music conversation, which then got Jason Hayes involved. And we were just talking, just like normal everyday people. Just talking, three musicians if you count Jason. 3 musicians just talking about music, talking about, music theory, talking about, our experiences, our, at the end of the day, when you think these people have no business talking to you, they're famous. And I thought the same thing about Tommy Tallarico, right? Tommy Tallarico's written some of the best video game music in the last 25 years. So I don't have the full clip. I just have that last part. I'll show it again. I just have that last second. I wish Chuck, had gotten the whole thing. This is all I was able to get by the time I got my phone out of my pocket.
Someone record that shit. It's gonna go viral.
He told you to record it. Go back.
He did. I couldn't get it fast enough. I didn't want to be tacky and say, "Oh, could you do that again?"
Oh, yeah.
No. No, exactly. But Yobi, what I'm saying is that you learn that that's not the case. Tommy Tallarico is one of the nicest guys you ever meet, right? And again, some of the knuckleheads that have made videos about me took video of the music podcast I did with him last year, the year before, and said, "Oh, Myke said he can't believe Tommy's his friend," and then Tommy just changed the subject and looked away. He's not really Mike's friend. I mean, and that thing even came up. It even came up Sunday in a video, and I'm like, "You've got to be kidding me," because the man calls me. The man talks to me. If he's not,
so that's a repo man. He's not your friend.
Well, this is true. But Tommy's never taken anything, taken any of his music back. He's the one who said
he might take that Miko back though.
He
Mike
might.
says,
I'm just joking.
Right. But he's the one who said, "You guys can't leave Boston right away. We got to hang out. We got to go to Quincy Market. We got to go to Haymarket Square. We got to go out and hang before you go. What? I mean, and so, and we just hung out. We just hung out. There was nothing to it. We just hung out. And that's what that is. And that picture that he took with me, you know, you look at that and you tell me that picture is just, oh, let me take a quick picture with this guy and I'll move on. Does that look like that? No.
No, this looked like a scene from the Titanic.
But you know what I mean? This is, you know.
So awesome, man.
But
right.
Times you talk to him off, you're not sitting there badgering him about this and that about the Miko like other people have, and no, he knows that. He knows. So why? Who cares what anybody else thinks? I mean, you guys.
And that's the thing.
Enjoy your company around each other, and he appreciates it. You know.
Yeah. And that's the best part of it is that.
Yeah.
And my overall point is that all of them, you know, again, once I got started talking to Marty, we were just talking, and it wasn't, there was no starstruckness, there was no, you know, we did talk about Halo and where music went, you know, where music has gone in the last 20 video game music and stuff like that, but. You know, oh, and he did say something that Seth checked out today finally. So this is an interesting fact, and we got to look at the Master Chief Collection to see if you can do it. In Halo 1, 2, 3, Reach and ODST, you cannot turn off or turn down the music. You can't change the mix of the sound of the game. And so Seth came down before like an hour ago and said, Dad, remember when Marty O'Donnell said that you couldn't change the music volume in Halo? That's how I knew, by the way, that he actually was listening to what Marty was saying. He went over to my Xbox, my OG Xbox, picked up my copy of Halo, put it in, and sure enough, there is no place for you to change the music. You can't change the soundtrack volume. You can't turn down the sound effects. You can't do it. There are, in fact, there's no sound options at all. And what he said was, when you go to a movie, you can't turn down the movie soundtrack just because you want to hear the dialogue or because you want to put your own soundtrack in. You can't do that. So why would you want to do that with a game? He said, if you don't like the music, tell me you don't like the music. Say, I don't like it. I will strive to do better. And the next time around, I'll do more, or I'll try to make it better for you. But I would hope that you liked what I had. And so, because he worked at Bungie and he had a lot of sway, that was not allowed. And on the 360 with Halo 3, and I got to try this because I do have it. Apparently, if you try to use custom soundtracks, you can't do that either. He said the only option that he would have given for that was you could play the custom soundtrack, but you can't play the sound effects to the vocals either, or the dialogue. So Bungie decided the lesser of two evils was just not to allow custom soundtracks in that game. So that was kind of a neat thing.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I rarely play with custom music or anything. Typically, always keep it on the I was designed for that game. Might turn the volume down sometimes, but it's most of the time it's like super annoying kind of music. Like fake radio stations, for instance, in like Truck Driver. And it's like, yeah.
Well, and that's the thing is a lot. We talked about this last night on Retro Roots. We talked about soundtracks last night. and a great episode with me and brother Nick Geekstorian and brother Panda. We had a great conversation about soundtracks last night and what they meant to us individually as gamers and whatnot. So it's Halo to me is one of the iconic soundtracks out there. It's memorable. You don't forget it. I don't remember half the soundtracks of games now, and a lot of soundtracks are just licensed pop tracks.
Yeah, those are the worst.
Yeah, you still got some of the bigger ones like Zelda. And,
right.
Even there's many indie games where they get, people who are doing the musical scores. You don't know who they are, but they have beautiful music on these games.
Mm-hmm.
And you never know. They might end up making a name for themselves at some point. But.
Like a Tommy Tallarico, like a Spencer Nielsen, who, did so many of the great Sega soundtracks. Sonic CD, Batman Returns, Echo the Dolphin, the guys that did the Toe Jam and Earl soundtrack, the folks that did the Castlevania soundtrack. Those are iconic.
Yeah.
The Mario soundtrack, what you said, Chris, the Zelda soundtrack, all of that stuff is just so iconic, and back in the days of the Genesis and the Sega CD, for me, I had two guys, Tommy Tallarico and Spencer Nielsen, and those were my top two video game composers. And you know what I said in that podcast I did with Tommy, that people are I guess making fun of me for saying, which whatever, is that, again, going back to me looking up to him as a musician because of the things that he put together and the music that he brought to the music that he brought to people. If you would have told me 20 years ago that I would actually be friends with that guy, I would tell you you're crazy. But remember how it happened, guys, right? 2020, all I did was reach out to him on Twitter. And he was like, and I wasn't even expecting a response. Hey, you're doing this thing. Hey, you want to come on our show and talk about this console you're doing? And it is in television. I like Intel. And I didn't expect him to respond at all. And what I got was, yeah, let's do it. And remember that 4-hour fun fest we had?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that started an actual friendship. And not just that. Hey, so what's up, Canadian Gamer? What's up, EverCanadian? So, Pete, no matter what happens within television, right, from this point on, Amico comes out, Amico doesn't come out, Amico Home is the big thing, Amico Home fizzles, they just do third-party games, they don't do any games, distant memory, not a distant memory, whatever happens, that night, that January night that we spent 4 hours with Tommy, introduced me to EverCanadian, introduced me to Go Game Go. I got from there introduced to Relic, introduced to DJC, introduced to like 80% of the chat. All came from that. And on top of that, I'm friends with him.
And other people in television.
And other people in television. I actually consider Phil Adam a friend at this point. And you know how you can do that? I can talk to Phil Adam and have an entire conversation with him that has nothing to do with the Amico. That's how you know. Because he's closer to my age, he has a lot of the same experiences, and he's just a nice guy. Same with John Alvarado. I've gotten to know John very well in the last 8 months. Better than the previous time when we would just talk here and there. But in pilot testing the Amico, I have gotten to know John a great deal. That's a really good guy, a great guy, and I consider him now a friend. So no matter what happens, I've made a lot of friends, and we, the three of us, have made a lot of friends through this process. And Myke, he used to show up to all my music shows and would stalk me. I finally gave it because I was scared. Damn right, DJ. I mean, that's not how it happened, DJ. See?
I mean, Chuck didn't do his album performance, right? You know, that night. Were you on?
I was expecting him to get up and conduct I Want My Amigo with the Boston Pops.
Yeah.
That was a missed opportunity, Chuck.
Yeah.
No.
And he had Tommy there to help play some of that music too.
Uh-huh. That would have been something. Well, and you know, we listened to the whole album on the way home. And I kid you not. Chuck, you'll love this. Hang on a second. So, Seth's in the passenger seat. And he's doing it. He's like. And I'm like, yes. I wish I had gotten some video of that for you, Chuck, because that was fantastic. So, anyhow, it's and I see a bunch of so this community has grown because of that, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful to him for that.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not the only one. Lady Ventress is saying the same thing. Relic is saying the same thing. Qeorge is saying the same thing. You know, people that have met him, that have gotten to know him for who he is, understand why I had no problem going up to Boston to see him. And I will, exactly, Chuck. I won't either. I will never apologize. And you know what? I'll stand behind him all day, every day. So, and right, we, you know, I've broken bread with a lot of these people. I broke bread with Nick, Geekstorian, with Lady Ventress, with Relic, with Mega Myke. I've broken bread with Chuck now multiple times, with Bacon Ice Cream Productions, with Rich, with Rab, who once again brought me some wonderful Casatel from New York. And it doesn't matter to me what anybody says.
Yeah.
So that was your
some
weekend.
Of those guys. No, I was
Go
gonna
ahead,
say real
Chris.
quick. And some of those guys, they're on the GUG.
Yeah.
And a lot of great things with their channels.
Yes. Go Game
A lot
Go.
of growth, so yeah.
And Papa Pete and EverCanadian and Geekstorian and Bacon Ice Cream Productions and I said Papa Pete already. I mean, yeah, you're right. And DJC, we're all part of. I mean, they are to me, they're vital parts of the GUG because and they're our family. That's just
just down to earth, you know, fun, genuine people that they just do what they love every week, and it shows in their channels. It shows in the people that show up in their channels and you know, the interaction, and that's what I love. You know, I finally joined Papa Pete's channel.
Yeah.
So
the Cocoa Club.
Yeah. So love
Nice.
supporting those guys and what they bring. So
Nice. And you know what? I know Canadian Gamer said, name the person who made the video about me. And you know what? I would usually not say anything and just move on. But the dude used my pictures. And he stalked my Twitter feed from... I've got him blocked, and he stalked my Twitter feed over it. So that he could get his clicks and views to to be a dick. So
Yeah. Sad.
it is.
Mhm.
Oh no! I think a gamer switched from Android to iPhone. That's it. I'm blocking him.
Mhm.
No. Yeah, Qeorge, I'm grateful for those friendships I've gained, and I've gained friendship. I mean, and those friendships have gone way beyond just that even circle. TV's Hasslehoff, Qeorge Games. Half a dozen other people who have come around. Guitergeo. I'm pretty sure, Guitergeo, you came from DJC's, from seeing me on DJC's channel. Now you're here, right? I mean, just those. That makes me happy. So, and by the way, great shout outs and great good evenings to Brother Back from the Dead, who's here. Brother Stubbs, who's up late tonight hanging out with us. Thank you, Brother Stubbs. Panda, Brother Panda. Of course, I said Nick. Nick is here. Eternal Shaddai. Brother Shaddai's in the house. Brother Scepter's in the house. We got a full boat tonight. Brother Relic, Sister Ventress, Nephew Mega Myke.
And we did see a mass hole.
We did.
Earlier.
We did. I was up your way, masshole. Up your way, man. Vinny Zero is here. Big Mad Mo is here. I mean, this is Salvatore, Brother Salvatore, brother Invader's in the house. Brother Driz is here. I'm in such a good mood tonight, guys. This has now put me in a wonderful mood. Just this is what it's all about. Brother Scepter, I think I said that. Brother Yobi is here. This is what I'm talking about. Brother Camaro, 68 Camaro is here. And of course,
I'm glad me coming back finally put you in good mood, sir. I know you've been in a bad mood
Exactly.
past few years.
I've been in a bad mood since you left.
It's understandable.
So, never fighting again. QuanSu!
No, but it was fun. There he is.
QuanSu is here. So, and I do want to say, look, I got one more quick thing. I got a really cool surprise that hit today, and I showed it to you guys in the chat in Discord. But this, I don't know how this happened. I don't know. Nobody had reached out to me prior. Nobody had given me a heads up. Somebody said, "Hey, I saw your Dart Frenzy video. The video I did on Dart Frenzy that I just put up on Monday. It was up over the weekend for channel members. I put it up on Monday for everybody else. Somebody saw it and said, just what, hey, did Tommy Tallarico do the music for that? Did he do, is that his voice?" I'm like, no, it's JV Games who makes the game, who is making the game Dart Frenzy. And I was like, I wonder who the voice is, who the narrator voice is that you hear in my video. So I looked up JV Games and I went to their site, and here we go. So there's JV Games company site. I'm like, all right. They've made some stuff that I'm aware of. Towers 2. They've done some Wii stuff. They did a Dart game on the Wii. They did some Game Boy Advance, WD-40, Medieval Chess. And so then I went to their other game section. I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can look up Dart Frenzy, or at least the game it's based on from 2010 from the Wii. Maybe it can tell me who did that. And as soon as it pops up, RoboCop Rogue City does look good. So, current games. Oh, Dart Frenzy. Okay, is it? But wait, what's that? Sneak peek, next level gaming. What? So I look at this, and it's our podcast. It's our PlayStation Showcase podcast. But remember, DJC came on earlier in that show to talk about the Amico update with us, and we were talking about, he put out a Dart Frenzy video, by the way. Go to DJC Game Studios channel. It's down in the description. Check out his Dart Frenzy video, because while mine is just me against the computer, he actually had a buddy come over and play to show off the multiplayer. So please also go check him out. But here's what I caught. This is what caught my eye. It wasn't just that. And I'm like, all right, that's pretty cool. They used that segment to officially announce the game.
Nice.
I'm like, what? Just announced via Next Level. It's almost like they came on and announced. We broke news and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
So just announced via Next Level Gaming and coming soon for Amico and Amico Home. By the way, Amico and Amico Home, not just Amico Home. They are still working to try to get the console out, guys. I know. We're all frustrated. Trust me, we're all frustrated. I'm playing the damn thing, and I'm frustrated because I want Peter and Chris and Lance and Relic and everybody else who has pre-ordered one. I want them to get the console. And the console is they're not dead yet. Like Monty Python and the Holy Grail. I'm not dead yet. So, but yeah, I'm like, what? So I did reach out to them. I'm going to try to get them on the show to talk to them. And I'm telling you, when they say features the most realistic throwing system available ever, and says we'll work with either the Amico controller, the mobile controller, which is the mobile Amico controller, or a combination, I kid you not, this is wizardry. When I took it up to Boston and got it in front of Bacon Ice Cream Productions, Rich, he said the same thing I did. You're expecting to see like the Wii light bar, so that to get the accuracy. They use the gyroscope in the controller to accurately let you throw a dart and aim is mind-blowing. And they're the ones who also were helping out with some other stuff like the physics and cornhole, things like that, which my kids love. So this is why I am not walking away from it. I'm here till the end, because you have developers like this who are working hard to get stuff that is gonna, and it's darts. I get it. It's darts. It's not God of War, but it's fun to play. So anyway, I thought this was just, I was like, what? So I did reach out to him. Hopefully we'll get him on to talk to us. But just shout out to JV Games. I usually would be upset that somebody didn't ask permission, but screw that.
That's cool.
That is cool.
Get him on.
Yeah. So, all right. So, how was your weekends?
My weekend was good.
Yeah.
Have family over. My sister's over from the Netherlands, so with her daughter, so my niece. So we're having fun.
Excellent.
Still have time for gaming though, so you still find me playing Diablo 4. Fantastic game. Playing as a barbarian, so having fun doing that.
Nice. Definitely. What level are you at now?
26 or something.
Oh. Yeah, I need to pick that one up. Seen too many people enjoying that.
Yeah, apparently it's the fastest selling Blizzard game.
Oh yeah.
I think it beat Overwatch 2 and stuff. stuff.
It sounds like Rod Ferguson worked his magic over there.
Yeah. And what's the other guy's name? Quick. Forgot his real name.
Myke the Ibarra.
Myke Ibarra. Yeah.
He's with Blizzard also. They both.
He runs Blizzard.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I knew he was there. I
he
couldn't remember which part of Activision he was with.
When they fired whoever was heading Blizzard at the time, I forgot when he got there, someone else was running Blizzard. They fired that guy and put Myke Ibarra in charge.
Yeah. Well, they'll be back with Xbox soon.
So, and by the way, welcome Remake Station 5. Welcome. And Pete, EverCanadian. I saw your thing earlier. Dude, anytime, you know this. Anytime you want to come on the show, you can absolutely come talk about the Steam Deck. Absolutely.
Yeah, he should.
Yeah, you come on and talk about the. Yes. What's taking you so long?
Well, we can use someone who does. I mean, I don't have it. I don't think you guys don't.
I don't have a Steam Deck.
So it's good to have someone that give us insight.
Absolutely.
Does it run Diablo? Well, we don't have that answer.
Right. Does it blend? Oh, Nick does too. Nick's got a Steam Deck. I keep forgetting. He also has a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
So, but Nick also knows he can come on anytime he wants.
Yeah.
So. Oh, he's got 3 Diablo on deck videos up. Haha.
Nice.
All right, so check out.
That's why I brought it up, Canadian. I did a little stealth ad for you.
There you go. Check it out. All right. 100 plus videos on Is It Play? That's right. He has done a great bit of Relic's got the Relic's got the Steam Deck, Analog Pocket, the Ouya. Relic, you could come on anytime you want to. You guys all know what it's the only people who actually listen to us, Peter and Chris, are Back from the Dead and Dreadpool and Sir X-Man. They're the only ones who come to us and say, Myke, do you have room for us tonight? You guys only have, you will always be welcome to come on and talk games with us. Always, always, always. And Shaddai, dude, I would love to get some folks we haven't had on here before. I'd love to get Qeorge on here. I'd love to get Scepter on here. I would love to get some other folks, that might want to come on and just talk some games. Driz. I'd like to meet Driz one day. You get Stubbsy on here. You get Masshole on here.
Mm-hmm.
Not all at once. You like to spread it out.
Yeah. No, right. We can't have 17 people on the same show. So, Shaddai's been on, and he just put that in me too, right? Shaddai's been on here. And Shaddai's been in
maybe he was not impressed enough with the
I guess not. No.
Not asking to come back like, hey, that was so much fun. We had fun, but hey.
We had fun, but maybe he didn't.
Shaddai said, hell no.
Oh my gosh. I'm seeing on Twitter though the Diablo servers have gone down again.
For Pete's sake. I had it yesterday too. Did you see my I finally found a goblin. So I was chasing that dude. He's like running away and stabbing. I finally got him. I picked up the loot, and like a minute later, account is locked, and then error. And then I didn't want to, so I killed the game, started back up again. It says like, oh, you're in the queue for 1 minute, and I changed to 2, to 3, to 4. I said, forget about it. And then finally let me in, and I was still like, so that was the pre-queue, the queue for the queue. So then you're being put in a queue to actually do the gameplay, and it was still taking forever. And it's like, okay, I'm done for the night. So went down again. So much
What
to have
happened?
that Ultimate Edition.
All you early access guys, played it, had fun, streamed it, hyped it up, and then
Yeah,
all these
didn't
other
really
people
have
start buying it. And
it didn't have any issues. And then the
And,
regular peasants come on there, and
for
their
a
goblin
second,
was there, and that was it.
That's what happened, sir.
Yeah.
Y'all should have been quiet about it.
Well, see, they don't have the Microsoft Azure behind them that can just, I don't know what they're using. They might be using Azure. I don't know, but they can't easily, for free between quotes, add some more service to the mix. Because it's going to cost them.
Yeah, I definitely want to.
But still, I mean, didn't they expect this volume of people to play the game?
I'm sure
They
they
said
did.
they were.
Didn't they have
said they
planned
were
for
ready.
it?
They said they planned for it. They said they were ready.
Yeah, but
I
they
mean, and
all
also
say
with
that
the
all
early
time,
access,
and-
can't you see like, oh, we're about to reaching the limit, and it's like, standard edition is coming online in 2 days. Better,
They
A lot
all
of
try
people
to prepare
pre-order
for it, but they can
stuff.
never. If the game is that popular and doing that well, the hype kept building. I mean, I don't know. We see it all the time from many other games like that. So
Yeah, but isn't it easy to scale down, saying like, okay, we can shut down half our servers, then to, let's build it up, blah, blah, blah. Oh, now it's not working, and this is,
Well, maybe that's what
I'll
they're doing.
see.
They're throttling some other regions, right? We're gonna shut these down a little bit.
I
Let others have fun, and I don't know.
To me, that speaks us. But even like you cannot even play solo, but all by itself because it's a connected world.
Yeah, I saw someone say that. At least allow us to play solo.
Which is kind of cool though, because you have those little events popping up, and then all of a sudden you're fighting together. It's pretty awesome. And then you slay all those bad guys, and you have your chest, and you pick up your loot, and away it goes their own way.
Yeah.
Now you see more horses though. I need more horses, but I tried to do the very first episode, and I kind of got my ass beaten a little bit. So I need to beef up a little bit. Even though I was level 25 or close to, it's like woo. That final boss has like 3 ways, and then you have a big boss, and he actually charges you. It's like
Yeah, I've been able to hold off on buying Diablo and Street Fighter 6.
You should buy when it was like $30.
No,
I tried, and I for whatever reason, it didn't look like it was going to work for me. I tried it twice, and I just I don't know.
You have to buy the standard first. There was the pre-order of the standard, and then it's like, oh, look what we got here. It's the upgrade to Ultimate for $30. So you do that, but that's actually the whole game, and then you cancel standard and.
And this is why there's too many people playing, because too many people bought the $30. Did the $30 deal.
No,
too many people listen to Peter.
They broke it.
Right. They listen to Peter.
They broke the servers.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been hard for me not to buy that. So yeah, I almost did. And then also Street Fighter 6. It's like, and I still haven't bought Jedi Survivor. Because
that will go in the vault.
It will.
Sooner or later.
It will. And it'll go in the vault.
But
so I'm waiting for that. And then you have that 60 FPS, like super polished version,
And so I've been playing a lot of Redfall, and I'm on the second. You already beat it, right, Peter?
Yeah, I did. I really love that game. Sure, it had some issues and a lot of polish.
Yeah,
it's more the polished one than the issues.
But I've really enjoyed just having fun and just doing, getting through the first area, and then I'm on the second, and just taking over the areas, and just having fun exploring. And
once they have that 60 FPS, I'll be on it again. I'll have to carry.
I will.
I definitely want to play it again with a different character. So.
Yeah. How does it work when you get a different character after you beat the game? Is there any carryover of?
I don't know, because I haven't
start from 0.
I haven't tried to switch characters in between. I would think you would start over because the skill trees. Well, some of the stuff, right? Like whatever their specialty is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah. But
Do you have to gain all those things? No, you don't, because how do you get the skill tree? You build it up by finding those grave
yeah. Well,
things.
no. Well, once you XP as you go up.
Just XP, or was
Yeah,
it the
yeah.
grave things?
Those might give you some points, but
Oh.
yeah, but and I think when we were playing that one time, it takes a while to really level up. I'm at level 20 now.
I have no idea what level I finished.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it was 30. Isn't 30 the max? No, sorry, I'm confused with Dead Island 2. I finished that campaign too. I still have to mop it up. That game is fantastic too. Man, what a good year for
heard good things
gaming
on that.
already.
Yeah.
We're
And
only
then
like,
I picked up Planet Lana. Started that.
Oh,
but
I
I'm
want to
stuck at
play
this
that.
one. I'm stuck at this puzzle right now, and I can't get past it, and I'm trying to not go and cheat to see. I'm trying to figure it out, but I'm getting to the point where, okay, I'm gonna cheat.
yeah, that point is like, what do you value more?
I want
right?
to keep progression and see the.
Yeah, solving the puzzle or time.
Yeah.
Time is the essence too.
But it's a great looking game, and I really enjoy that too. So.
I hate
Other
those
than
games when you're looking for a thing to to
Yeah.
solve the puzzle, and it's like one little pixel where you have to click on, or you always click like right next to it, and it's like that, right?
Yeah. And I know it's something simple that I'm just overlooking. Like, God damn it. But other than that, I just been busy with my daughter's volleyball. She's
Nice.
finally done with that, and now she's swimming. But
Yeah, mine started swimming too. Man, it's been cold down here for
Right, yeah.
summer.
It has been.
Summer-wise, it's like, man, it's
It
not
has
summer.
been.
It's like
It's not.
We just
I
hit
swam
90
once.
the other
I
day.
swam once on Saturday. It was like you barely.
Water's still cold.
It was yeah. That was
Yeah.
just warm enough not to freeze your hiney off in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But it was not very warm.
No, it hasn't been. It's and it was cold in Boston. It was 53 degrees in Boston.
Dang.
It's
almost sweater weather.
It was jacket weather.
Yeah.
So, answer me this question though about Diablo 4. I'm hearing that it is very open world.
It is very open world. Well, they encourage you to explore, but you don't have to.
You could explore in Diablo 3. Kinda.
And maybe this is it's been so long in 3, and we played all together, so that's like a mad dash to run from one area to the next. And with 4, I've been playing mainly solo, so I'm like taking my time and exploring stuff. It's like fantastic things you encounter, including that goblin.
All right, Nick is saying this is more open than Diablo 3.
But they have different regions where you can go, right?
Different regions.
You
have different dungeons, and then you have smaller little things where you can go in, and then you have your cities.
So is it more kind of hub-like, where like Tomb Raider was, God of War kind of?
Well, God of War was very narrow, right? It's really like tiny little arrows, and you cannot go really
like open linear.
Yeah, open linear. Like it was like
this is like completely open.
You could definitely explore in God of War, at least 2016 and Ragnarok. You could definitely explore. You can go off and go places and find things, and it's not point A to point B. The main story is, but you can do a lot of the stuff. All right, so.
Yeah, and what Nick says, like you have your one main capital city, and you can always transport to that city, sell your stuff or buy stuff or whatever, and then transport back where you were.
All right, so it's hub and spoke kind of thing. It says open map, but there are more side quests, and it's not Skyrim open world. Okay, I can get down with that. I should die with the hot take that I'd rather take Path
I've
of
heard someone
Exile.
say that before.
I haven't played Path of Exile either.
I think that's the one where beginning is like I died like I think that's the game that I forgot the title, but that must have been the game. It's like I died like at the beginning. I had no idea what to do. I couldn't survive even one little bit.
Yeah,
I think it
that
was
one's-
bugged, but
That's one of those that you really got to put your time in. And
What so Project Lana, switching gears real quick. We're never going to talk about anything else tonight.
was
Project
there anything
Lana.
else?
Well, there was.
no.
Well, you know what we could do? 30 minutes on the Xbox showcase, and then 10 minutes on Apple versus Meta. And
1 minute ABK. Okay.
1 minute
Yeah.
ABK.
Do it.
Right. So yes, to satisfy the ABK people and to make Nick run from the podcast quickly. So, and by the way, Chris, you missed my many attempts that have all failed. I can't get us to 11:30. I tried.
I know.
I've tried, man. I've tried.
I tried. You tried hard.
I've tried. So, but here we are at 10:55, and we haven't even talked about the Xbox showcase. So, really quickly,
Good
Project
night.
Lana, is it all right? Is it anything like Limbo and Inside?
Yeah, Planet Lana.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It feels, just like both of those. Yeah. And the story and the setting is kind of like a War of the Worlds, and playing Limbo and going, back and forth. It has unique ways of getting around. You got to figure out. And when I started, that stuff was easy. Figuring out how to get to certain areas. The aliens that invade the planet, you come across them, you got to be able to avoid them. So you got to do things to get around them. So some of that stuff is unique, and then it reminds me of Limbo and the other one. So you will like it. If you like those, you'll like this.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you will like it.
Hey, Rico, he said it's only 4:56 over here.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what you get in paradise. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's talk about Xbox. When last we left, Xbox drove a wedge into NLG, a wedge that thankfully not permanent. Versus back. But tonight we discuss the Sunday show. So this Sunday, the 11th, at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. And I think it depends on how many people are. So, Peter, I know you're likely out for that. Chris, are you?
I'm down.
Okay. Because I know some other folks are doing live streams as well. Good. If you're here, we'll see who else wants to join us. Otherwise, I was probably going to hook up with Lemon. But I'd rather.
I think last year, you two were out, and I hooked up with Lemon.
You're right. I think Guy was not available for last year's, and you were on with Lemon. So this year we will be back doing the live stream. It's the only one I think we're going to do because, I'm not trusting anything Jeff Keighley ever does again.
no. Oh, when is that show? It's
Thursday. Summer Games Thursday.
Is it the 8th?
The 8th, yeah.
Is it the 8th?
Yeah.
I think Summer Games and Devolver Thursday.
Okay.
Devolver is always funny.
Oh yeah, but it's like
Pretty
early.
funny
It's
shows.
earlier in the day. It's like
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why they do that. It's like
Well, gamers, I guess they figured not all gamers have jobs. because that's what they think.
No, they live in a modest basement, so yeah, you're right.
But I mean, I gotta show this because I'm still pissed about this, and I'm not changing a thing. So, the Video Game Awards.
Yeah, I saw your tweet on that.
Yeah. So we did the Video Game Awards in whenever the hell the Video Game Awards was. What was it? December, right? Whatever it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we did it, and 6 months later, we get blocked because he showed the Mario trailer.
Oh yeah.
Right. And so, and it's not only ineligible for monetization, which honestly, all right, fine. I could buy that. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it's blocked. It's blocked in all countries because NBC Universal blocked it. So every one of us who live stream the Game Awards, unless they trimmed it out, we all got territory blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Jeff. Good job. And here's the funniest part. We were an official co-streamer. I signed us up to be an official co-streamer, and we got in to be an official co-streamer, which is why I got the email from them about doing Summer Games Fest to see if we wanted to be official co-streamers for Summer Games Fest. No, we don't.
Showed him the middle finger.
Yeah,
because you're good, sir. You won't get copyright strike until 6 months later. It's all right.
Right, that's true, right? So, thankfully, it doesn't affect our channel, but
Night Relic.
Nobody can see our live stream from that day. See you, Relic.
Yeah.
Hey, Mario pushed you down your esophagus pipe. Yeah. I tried to watch the video and it just went dun 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 dun. So yeah, sorry, Jeff, not happening. And just a warning.
We might
to
talk
anybody
about it on the show after.
Sure,
but...
of course we will.
Yeah.
No, we absolutely will.
Although then it will also be after the Microsoft show, so depending on what either show showed.
Well, if Summer Games Fest is...
It's Thursday. Well...
Thursday,
yeah,
Microsoft
Thursday.
show is...
And Microsoft's is Sundays. There's
Sunday.
no way. See, that's the other thing, too. There's no way they're revealing... I mean, I know, and this is Jeff Keighley speak for nothing's really going to happen on my show. He said, what he says every year. Oh, there's going to be some big reveals and yada, yada, yada. But ain't no way Microsoft's going to give away anything to Jeff Keighley.
Last year, his big thing was the Last of Us remake, right? Didn't he have that? Yeah, his show was kind of last year. Now, I mean, you can't say never that, because he does. I don't know what the viewership on these Summer Games shows, but if Xbox wanted to kind of like show one of their games, like just a teaser on his, just to get it going, and then they'll, show more on theirs Sunday. Who knows? I mean,
you know what they would do, and I'm not saying this to be funny, seriously. You know what I would think that they could do? If they've been working on that 60 FPS patch for Redfall, that's where I think they could announce it. So it's not taking up room. Maybe they announce Forza's release date at Summer Game Fest. We've already seen Forza. I mean, I would think they'd want that for their big show, just to do a date trailer. But maybe I would say this: if they do if they were to do a Forza date trailer at Summer Game Fest, I would be super hyped over the show, because then that means there's bigger things at the show.
Or that they show the new trailer on the Summer Games, and then at the end just say see the Xbox Game Show 11 for the release date and this or whatever other. You know, they could give a little teaser something like that. Just kind of. Who knows?
That could be. I just don't think. I don't think you're gonna get any. You're not gonna get any of the blockbusters out of Xbox.
No, yeah. So Summer Games Fest June 8th kicks off, and then Day of the Devs.
Yep.
And then Devolver Direct.
Yep.
Yeah, and then Friday is Tribeca Game Spotlight. Wholesome Direct on Saturday, and Future Game Show on Saturday. And that one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Future Game Show, because they show a little bit of everything from all platforms. So.
Shaddai says, or have Keeley announce at the show that Redfall's been scrapped.
I don't think so. Behave, guy. Calm down, sir.
Don't you make Chris angry.
Play it.
Yeah.
You know, the other thing too. So let's say, because usually you know what happens. Like, I was on Brother Mav's show Friday night. I popped in there. Thank you if you're listening, Brother Mav. He invited me on for a few minutes to give my predictions on the Xbox Ultimate show, and shout out to Mav. I gave two very safe things. He said, what are two safe things that you think is just, safe to assume is going to be there? Some Sea of Thieves expansion and some Elder Scrolls Online expansion. What if?
Hey, the Elder Scrolls Online expansion, they can do that on a Keeley show.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If they do those on Keeley's show, that bodes well for the Xbox Showcase. Honestly, because if you're usually taking up your E3 space, quote unquote E3 space with that, but you don't have time to show it at your showcase, so you shove it over to Summer Games Fest, I would then start to really get hyped for the showcase, because that means there's stuff that they need to show us that Sea of Thieves and Elder Scrolls Online would just take up too much time. So, what's up, De Niro?
Can also announce the comeback of Mixer.
Or that Microsoft has acquired Twitch from Amazon. Amazon may be Amazon may be looking to start shedding that stuff, because you guys know they're kind of scaling back Luna, right? Luna is no longer Luna is no longer going to be available, I believe, on Windows.
On Windows?
Yeah. The app. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got, Amazon Luna. Well, okay, so it depends on how you look at it. Okay. Amazon Luna discontinues PC and Mac apps focusing on the web-based experience. So,
just the dedicated apps.
Yeah, the dedicated apps. So, depending on how you look at that, they could be pushing it. They could be moving it into trying to get it off of PC and Mac and more into mobile and television, smart TVs and stuff. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, that takes us to, and I'm not a hype man for Xbox. You guys all know that, but I was interested to see a couple of things that Aaron Greenberg had said.
Temper your expectations, he said.
No, he didn't.
That was last year.
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
Acquire and Connect. Microsoft doesn't have to acquire Connect.
Yeah, just
they
put it
bring
out
again. Connect. Yes, Connect 3.0. I'll sign up. I'll pre-order.
Yeah. Oh, there's a dynamic background for Diablo, by the way, for your.
Yeah.
Xbox.
You first have to roll out the that new dashboard to everyone first, and it's still like icons are still taking up way too much space. So
True. Oh, and you're right, by the way. 2 hours of the whole thing is 2 hours with Starfield. At least that's what it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
hour
how
and a half.
I,
Someone said hour and a half for the show and 30 minutes on Starfield. I don't know.
That's what I'd said they need to do if that's what they're going to do. Because what he said was, and let me blow this up a little bit.
About 2 hours, right?
7 days until our first ever double feature. Roughly 2 hours of nonstop games, and Starfield.
yeah.
So, is it 2 hours of games and then Starfield, or is it 2 hours of games, and Starfield as part of that 2 hours?
I don't know. He said 2 hours and.
Like you could pick this either way.
I mean, is 30 minutes enough to really, for Todd Howard and them to really show their, his biggest project, his dream game?
Well, he's already shown it a couple of times.
Here and there, but I mean, I don't know how long it,
No.
I can't imagine it being an hour, but 30 minutes enough.
Yeah, I think it's, well, it depends. If he shows it at 60 frames per second, he only needs to show 2 minutes of it, and everybody will be hyped.
So, and it also the show is on YouTube. It's in 4K 60, right?
So...
And I interpreted this two ways in the sense of in regards to Starfield. Either Starfield is 60 frames per second and I want to show it off, like, hey, look, or it's 30, but it's saying like, look how smooth our 30 is.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna say we're sorry we didn't say Redfall was being shown on PC, but Starfield is being shown on PC gameplay. 60 on PC, 30 on console. Okay, all right, stop crying.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Gotta hope not. So YouTube, Xbox, and YouTube Bethesda streams will be in 4K, while Twitch, Facebook will be in 1080p 60. So obviously we will be in 1080p 60. We won't be in 4K. I don't have a computer powerful enough for that. Join us for some new surprises and first looks from our incredibly... And I'm trying not... Look, Sony did the same thing with their PlayStation Showcase. And I know if Panda Sub is still... And Panda's a Sony guy. And even Niall hit me up. Yep, De Niro, we are live streaming a show. Niall even hit me up in the background and said, what the hell was that? Panda Sub has he's hated the PlayStation Showcase. And last week when we had Thomas on PlayStation Bra, I thought we were very positive. I thought we talked about the games. We talked about the games we liked. We didn't really talk about how we thought the showcase itself was. We kind of tried to concentrate on the games because, look, we've been negative for a while now on various things, and we tried to do something positive. But, man, people did not like that showcase. So, anyway.
It's a very generic showcase in the sense of, like, I mean, we're going to watch the Xbox showcase to show what Xbox games are coming out and not what third-party games are coming out, really.
What multi-plat
and that's what you
games
expect from the PlayStation. Well, we did expect from the PlayStation show as well. I mean, you want to know, like,
right.
What the PlayStation studios are working on.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's been a while since we've had a PlayStation showcase, right? That big.
Right.
Or
so
a lot of people, they've had a lot of great games come out, and they know there are games being worked on that we haven't heard much from. And, people were hoping that, hey, this is they're back. They're gonna show. PS5 has been out a couple years. They're gonna show what's going on, and they didn't get all that they expected. I enjoyed the show. I saw games that I, new IP stuff that I enjoyed that I would like to play.
Yeah, same. Same here.
And like I said before in the past with Xbox, they've had some slow years, but yeah, we would like to see all this stuff shown and this and that. What's going on. But I still find stuff that I enjoy, and I know, hey, I'm okay playing third party or whatever until the big stuff is cooking. So, and it seems like that's what's going on too with the PlayStation first party studio. I mean, it is what it is.
It is, but and I think a lot of people have. So here's some other things that Aaron has been saying. Will it be like last year that they will come out in 12 months? No.
Yeah.
That gives me
hope.
hope.
I didn't think they would do that.
It's time to show us the stuff that is cooking, right? Even if just show us what you got. It's time to show us.
Only give us 12 months if you can deliver. Apparently they cannot, so don't promise.
Right. Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Show me what compulsions.
Phil kind of said in that interview, right, that he said we've been hearing everybody, we're listening, we understand. They did bring up about the 12-month deal, and I mean the majority of games out of that 12 months did come out, but the big ones, not all of them. Right?
The only one
waiting on a couple.
Well, Redfall.
I mean, Starfield was delayed, and Forza Motorsport were delayed.
So half of them came out.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not like it's a big failure, but in these past couple of years we've seen a lot of delays. I think it's best not to put a date unless for sure they're coming out soon. Like Forza Motorsport and Starfield, I think Starfield already gave a date, right?
Yeah, September 9th.
Yeah, September. So
they better make that date too.
But let's say Hellblade 2, we hear rumors here and there that that might come out in the fall. But should they not, just say we're shooting for the fall this year, I don't see them giving dates on a lot of these. I see them saying like, fall 23, early, beginning of 24, stuff like that,
No, I don't agree.
Expect them. If they want to show a little bit more, like you were saying, like kind of tease us a little bit beyond, they might say, 25 or whatever, just kind of, have fun and, I don't know.
Our dear sister Lady Foxfire has entered the chat. We've
Lady
missed
Fox,
you.
I'm glad to see her back around. And
yes, we've missed you. I saw her earlier in Retro Renegades. I said, man, it's been way too long. I thought you were mad at me.
She was on Lemon's in chat, Lemon Show Saturday. So, but yeah, they're not going to do the next 12 months and this and that. But I also don't see a lot of reveal dates. I see summer 20 something.
Don't give me dates if you can't make it. Don't give me even like a suggestion of summer or something. If you
they did that with Redfall, right? And then they
they
never really gave a hard date on that from the beginning. So I don't know. I mean, you got to have a kind of a window that they're shooting for. I don't have a problem with that.
All I say like shooting for blah blah blah. Don't put it in stone. If you tell me summer of 2024, then the clock is set.
Well, yeah, but then
you don't manage my expectations.
If they delay it in the summer, then I guess it won't come out until the following year.
Yeah, so don't
which is
say
what happened with
just tell it comes out when it's ready.
We'll see how they handle that. Yeah, how they when the ones that are not ready, not this year, not early next year, but see what they say. And work. We'll tell you more later.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Crispy Bomb?
Crispy! Keep it Gears of Bomb, Crispy.
Oh, they're playing. Yeah. The
they
two
were
Gears
just
players.
playing Gears. No.
Speaking of Gears, I think we're due. I'd like to see Gears 6 shown, right? The
due?
third trilogy.
Yep.
So
We're due for that.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So-
Or something brand new, you know?
Yeah. I
I mean, if
I
they
think
want to give it a break, then, you know?
I think if they
You don't think they want to finish that series?
I don't know.
well, it depends on how they do it. Because remember, sorry guys, if you haven't played Gears 5 by now, I hate to give you spoilers.
Shame on you!
I know,
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You have to make a choice in that game that very much alters how 6 would
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
So it's almost like you'd have. You know what would be wild?
He wakes up
Go
from
ahead.
a dream and says like, dang, that didn't happen. And that's when it starts.
No. What would be
Yes.
crazy is if 6 detected.
You have to buy the correct version. The two
Right.
versions come out.
No, let's say 6 detected your 5 save game. And whatever the choice was you made was how the game went.
And one game will be 5 minutes long. You made the wrong choice. Too bad.
Well, yeah. I mean, the choice you made, that's who's going to be running around with you the
You
next game.
chose
And not the other
poorly.
one.
Right. So
Then the question
Anyway.
is, what
Interesting
choice did
how
I
they
make
do that,
again? It's
yeah.
been so long. Jeez.
I could do another. I could give. Oh, Lego Gears. No, I could.
And-
I
That'd
could
be-
certainly. I'm due. Yeah, I think we're due for Gears.
Yeah.
No plans to tease, temper, or spoil anything. His advice is just
mean-
to come in open-minded and enjoy the ride.
They could have talked to the studio and said, hey, we know you're still in development, but could you put something together, right? I mean, and let's have fun, Let everybody know what you're working on.
And that's what I want.
Yeah.
We
What if you
tried
get a
it the
Matrix
12
game from
from Warner.
Compulsion?
not
Compulsion,
not Black Tusk, whatever the new name is.
The Initiative.
No, from the Gear Studio,
The Gear
Oh,
Studio,
the Coalition.
the Coalition.
Yeah. Well, they showed some nice stuff there. With the,
Right. What if the
All right. We need to see Perfect Dark. I think it's time to see Perfect Dark.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean, if
something
we
it's
don't
time
see
for that,
anything, it's
yeah.
like
yeah.
actual
Yeah, if we don't see
We got a
anything,
teaser
gameplay.
a couple years ago.
it was a CGI
And
trailer at the Video Game
the Game
Awards
Awards.
in
Yeah, that was
2020.
like very
Right. So, can you grant me that if we don't see Perfect Dark, that officially we can think something's wrong? Please. Because I know we had that
lately, so now it's time to definitely show
Yeah, it
something.
is. It's time, and
Or give a status update like, hey, sorry
We
guys,
acquired-
we start from scratch because this was like
'Cause
right,
They put that studio together 2018, right?
right.
And then
Most
a
of it
couple
fell
years later,
apart.
20 they teased it Game Awards. I don't know.
Yeah, it's in our channel trailer.
I mean, it is in that window where it's time to show gameplay.
It is. It's time.
So if they don't show it, maybe it's not coming out until.
well, hey, look at Dead
Fall
Island 2,
24,
right? It took
25.
like forever to come out and went through several studios and other
Went through
stuff, and
several
reboots
studios.
and other stuff, and it turned out really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm.
but
Yeah,
yeah,
I'd be surprised
sometimes
if we
you have to
don't
know
see
when
anything,
when
Myke.
to scrap it.
Well,
I mean,
and it depends on
if you work 50% of your resources already, and it's not even near 50% complete. I mean, then you have to scrap it. And
But it depends on how much Crystal Dynamics. We talked about this. How much is Crystal Dynamics doing on the game? And that's the thing.
yeah, how
And
about
hey,
we acquire
here's-
Crystal
I was
Dynamics
gonna
from?
say, that
we
would
take
be
it over
that-
from.
That would be one heck of a
Well, you still got,
Embracer.
But Gallagher there, the one that did work on
Gallagher
the,
is still there. Gallagher is
Crystal,
still
and he
there.
worked on the
Tomb Raider.
Rise of Tomb Raider and all that
Yep.
series. So
Yep.
I mean, those were great. So, you know, I'm not too worried. And if it don't show anything, it's like, why? You know, what's going on? Like you said, I get that.
Oh, at that point, yeah, they should give an update like, hey, we scrapped it. We start from scratch.
But I'm
clock
right.
reset. Temporary expectations for the next 5 years, whatever it is.
No, I don't think they want to do another Scalebound deal. But it's like you hope that, you know, and you trust the management at these studios. Hey, they're doing their job. They're going through, and they give you these reports, and they could be bogus reports you don't know. And then finally, it's like, hey, y'all ready to show something? Well,
well, about that, Phil.
Yeah. So
about
that's when,
that,
you
Phil.
know, changes got to make, you know.
Right. Well,
But
and
the game
if
is
you
still,
listen to,
you know, salvageable.
if you listen to Phil in that interview that he did after, you know, the Kind of Funny Games interview or whatever that was, it was. Yeah. I have my guess is, the Redfall thing punched him in the mouth. I think that is a fair statement. And I think, and I said it then, it's not his fault. It's not his fault, right? He acquired that studio in the middle of that stuff. And I don't care if you believe, you know, hack Jason Schreier or not. I tend to not believe anything he says. So I don't think
typically the people that talk are not the most.
And they could be people that were disgruntled or they left for whatever reason.
Exactly.
And they're going to
something
say
happened, and they will say everything from a negative
they have their
standpoint.
opinion. Well, I didn't want to make that game, but they did. So
Arcane management made us make this game. That's not how that happens.
But I will say this: while playing the game, yes, there are a lot of things that they could have polished, and you know, maybe if they delayed, they would have. But it is a fun and it is a good looking game as you're playing. Now, it doesn't have the draw distance. Like when you're there and you're looking at a distance, you look through your scope and you still see what you see. But as you get closer, it's a beautiful game. There's a lot of detail. The city, the layout, it's great. And there's a lot to see there. So you see the beauty that these developers put into it.
Oh, sure.
But
by the way, I forgot to change the topic.
I can see what we heard that, you know, the direction they wanted to take where, you know, maybe some people, no, we want to stay single player like Prey, because Prey was a good game and it was a solid game. But, you know, like someone was saying during that time, a lot of studios wanted to try multiplayer, wanted to try gas or whatever. And you know, maybe that's the direction they took. And I mean, they went so far with development, and then, like you said, with Phil, they trusted, you know, ZeniMax, they trusted Bethesda, anybody that was in charge running all that. Oh yeah, things are looking good. Don't worry, you know, we're on their pad.
Yep.
You know, it's not what he maybe exactly expected. So
I think, and Crispy is saying it, but he's not wrong. He was big mad. I think that no, I think that the measure
he did not
of
like being in that position in that show.
No, he literally said a couple times, "Sorry guys, I'm not in a good mood." So you know, I always go back to that there's a great scene in the last Rocky movie, Rocky Balboa, where he's talking to his son right outside the restaurant. He said, "It's not how hard you get hit, it's how hard you get hit and you get up and you keep going." Right? This is Phil's got knocked down moment, right? He's been on high. He had Xbox Series X. You know, he turned around the company. You know, he did all these great things. He's got Game Pass, you know, rocking and rolling. This is kind of the first time I think that he got punched in the head and got knocked down, right? So it's how you react to that. And I think that I feel like he's not gonna let that stuff happen again, and he probably I wouldn't be surprised if he had an all hands with the heads of every studio, and that includes Todd Howard, and said, you know, You right. I'm your daddy. Remember that. Kind of had the I am God speech. Sometimes my company CEO has to
I
come
mean,
in
everybody that reports directly to him is like, if you do this again, I'll give you a kick in the nuts so hard.
Yeah.
It's
You'll
like
never
y'all
do it
had
again.
too many
Whoa!
filters.
Eternal should die with a
Aw.
super chat. And she said, let's analyze this. We have Dead Space, Resident Evil remakes, and Alone in the Dark. I wouldn't be surprised for it. Evil Within 3. Sega have all the Yakuza and Game Pass. Imagine all Condemned, including and Condemned 3.
Oh, Condemned is so good. Condemned is back compat, by the way. If you have not played Condemned, it is one of Sega's
I think
best
I
Xbox
picked
titles.
one up.
That and Chrome
day when it
Hounds
was on
are
sale.
their two best Xbox 360 titles, and at a close third is Full Auto.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
wouldn't be
Shadai.
surprised that even within 3 maybe it gets announced because Tango they didn't have they had a small team working on the Hi-Fi Rush, right? That wasn't the main team, so they have to be working on something else.
Yeah,
also
maybe that.
Once they got done with Tokyo.
You know what I hope they really announce? That every 360 game is now, and original Xbox game is now BC.
That
Just
would be
pop in a
nice.
disc and we play as is.
That would be
No
nice.
download, no nothing.
Right.
That's it.
Well, unless you have the digital version. It's S.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah,
But now,
I've never-
like you have to download in order for you to play your disc version.
Oh.
Unless that was the original intent of the original media, which was not bad.
Yeah.
And by the way, I didn't want to miss Yobi's. Yeah, I didn't want to miss Yobi's comment because I also thought it's time to show something on State of Decay because that hadn't been shown. That was shown before Perfect Dark.
A couple years.
That was a long
that
time
was
ago.
teased at the Game Awards too, right?
I think it was teased at the Game Awards where they announced the console.
I don't know.
Hang on, I'm looking it
I don't
up.
remember it being that far back.
But I don't know I don't know about the
And
game
it
itself.
it was just
But the game itself, it was very cinematic. So
yeah, there
this
was
game
no
better
gameplay.
look like that.
It was, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there was.
I'm sure
no
they've been
gameplay.
working on it since 2 was done, and they've done a great job supporting 2. I mean, plenty of DLCs come out, and
Oh yeah.
I need to get back to that. I do want to do some more stuff in that. Yeah, so when the console came out, that's when they first showed Hellblade 2.
2020 is when they showed State of Decay 3.
Yeah.
That trailer.
I think Hellblade should be soon. That they can release a date.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's
So
rumors that
Motorsport,
maybe this fall.
Hellblade. Heck, maybe even Avowed.
Starfield.
Might be next
Oh, I
year,
think we're
Avowed,
gonna
but
see Avowed. I
actually,
think we're
like,
gonna see
hey,
Avowed.
Yeah.
Have a great night, Vinny the Zero. Thank you for hanging out.
Later, Vinny.
We're glad you're here, man. I know you came over. You've seen us on Geekstorian and stuff like that. I just wanted to say I'm really glad you're here. So
Yeah, hit that
And
bell.
man-
So next time we're on, you get a notification.
yes,
Love
And-
to have you
man,
back in the
it's just-
chat.
It's just so good to see Lady Foxfire again. We need to get her back on the show.
We do.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, another Evil Within. The Outer Worlds 2 would be nice to see a little something on that. If
Would
Hey,
not be
that's
maybe,
surprised.
maybe a
I
Skyrim 30th year anniversary. I don't know
God.
how long it's
yeah,
been.
no,
It's like,
no, thank
we
you.
need
Not that I don't.
We need
more
not that-
Skyrim. Just kidding.
no.
Well, Compulsion.
Yeah, see,
Now,
right.
they
We
did
need to see.
say there was a project or to what they were working on,
There
but
was.
they are definitely due.
They're due. And by the
And
way, with Ninja Theory, there is that Project Mara. There you go, Denaro. Project Mara.
Daenerys bring that, yeah.
But I wanted to just really quickly, what Yobi was saying was State of Decay 3 might not be shown because the original team working on it is gone and a whole new team is working on it from what he heard from
Really?
Lord Addict. He said Addict was there at a past event.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I don't know if that's true. I haven't heard anything.
Panic is it? I mean, you never know. People move on, but I mean that team was very passionate about State of Decay 2.
Yeah, but they did have So I do know that they did replace their studio head, and they replaced their head of HR.
Yeah.
And they did have a high turnover rate due to some internal issues at the studio.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm not.
Yeah.
Again, that's just stuff that
I don't expect that to come out anytime soon.
Yeah.
Honestly, because the game is being made in Unreal Engine 5, so I mean, depends on how much they want to progress from 2. I mean, obviously, they're doing Unreal Engine 5. The looks of it's going to be definitely better, but you know how much more they want to do. So
I don't know. No. If Gears gets announced, you should have us both on. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Gears is on.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Shadai also says, what if Ninja Theory also enslaved? Boogie, what's up, Boogie man?
Yeah, they should put hopefully
So-
enslaved in the BC. Is it BC?
Is it?
Enslaved? I don't know. It should. That was a fantastic game.
I'm
I
not
thought.
sure.
I'll find out.
Double Fine. I'm sure they're working on something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because the
Not
last
sure
game for
if
them
they will
was.
tease anything, but
Yep.
They might have 2 things.
so we look at some Bethesda Studio stuff or ZeniMax stuff, like you have id Software. I mean,
Well,
are they working on another Doom?
Enslaved is backward compatible, by the way.
Nice.
So one of my hot takes with Mav on Friday was that id was going to announce a new Wolfenstein.
Yes.
No, I mean Machine Games.
Well,
Are
it's
they
still
both
kind
work
of
together on that?
Yeah. I mean, it's still id Bethesda, but whatnot. But I knew that. Plus, I don't know if they're gonna. And it would be weird not to say anything about it with the movie coming out. But Indiana Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, Machine Games is working on that.
Is it Machine Games?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It is
Yeah,
Machine
it
Games
is.
working on it.
Yeah.
They should.
I would-
yeah, I think that's.
And id Software, it should be Doom. Another Doom is, would think
another
would be
Doom is due.
maybe
maybe another-
for announce.
You know what else would be great, especially on this platform, would be a Rage 3 with id Tech.
Yeah.
So maybe Machine Games shows a little bit of Indiana Jones instead of announcing a. I had forgotten they were working on Indiana
Yeah.
Jones because it was announced under Bethesda, so I didn't think.
Mm-hmm.
So what if they show that instead of announcing? Because I think if they announce Wolfenstein, that tells me that there's something going on with Indiana Jones. And to be fair, and I said this on Friday too, it seems like all of the new game IPs that were leased or licensed from LucasArts, somehow have all hit some sort of weird development snag. Like, you haven't seen the Ubisoft game. The remake of Knights of the Old Republic is pretty much been scrapped, the Aspire. And there hasn't been anything on... It hasn't been anything on the Indiana Jones, so I'm hoping that there isn't an issue with the licensing going on that's keeping folks from starting to develop those games. So it will be interesting to see if you get that versus a new Wolfenstein.
Well, they could be working on both, but who knows? I mean, depending on how big this Indiana Jones, it's like all hands on deck on that, right?
Yeah.
But we need a new Wolfenstein, though. There
We
are
do need
Nazis to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. Although, Wolfenstein and the Crystal Skull.
Well, we'll see how the new one goes too. So.
Yep. X-Man would love a remake of classic MDK. I'd love to see a remake of MDK. De Niro says, my bold prediction for the Xbox showcase: there will be some people not happy no matter what.
That will be a true statement.
Yeah.
Yeah. By the way, shout out to Sir X-Man who's watching from work. We miss having him on, so.
Yeah. Boogeyman's in.
So was kind of hoping at one point in time that, you know, he just would never go back to work so he could be our 4th panel member, but we couldn't pay him.
No.
So. Big should die. Okay, so you know what? In the chat, all seriousness, give us a bold prediction, a real bold prediction for Sunday. Give us your hottest hot take for what you're going to see on Sunday. So I'm going to wipe the slate clean because I don't think you guys really mean, you know, brute force by the coalition. Give Brother Lemon's in the house. So give me your bold prediction.
Killer Instinct 2.
Ooh, Big Mad Mo coming in with Killer Instinct.
Yeah.
Fighting games have been big lately.
Yeah.
I remember that one fighting stick licensed by what was it? 8-bit.
Oh yeah, that looked pretty cool.
So.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Oh, Lemon says new single player DLC for Halo.
I would love some campaign stuff.
You know what though?
I hope when he
So
means
this-
single player, he means like campaign stuff.
That's what I'm hoping he's saying. Right?
Yeah.
Now, here's where I would get hype on the actual showcase is if that was an announcement that happened at Summer Games Fest. Then I'd be like, oh crap! If they're not going to announce, you know, if they're throwing Halo campaign DLC to Keeley.
Yeah, they could do that.
Oh.
Good.
Except the one lady won't be watching because she hates Halo.
Right. It'd be her bathroom break.
Should be in the
Her
restroom,
bathroom break.
Yeah, should be all right.
What did I miss?
DOA Extreme Volleyball. That's my man.
Ooh.
My man,
Yeah.
Brother X. My man.
Yeah, but that's by that's yeah. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh.
It would be a exclusive third party.
Denetto said Xbox will announce a new IP that's akin to Sony's formula of third-person, mature, over-the-shoulder, cinematic type game.
Gear 6.
Or what if that's State of Decay 3?
Gear 6 did it first. Gears did it first.
What if that's, well, maybe not new IP, but maybe what if that's what Perfect Dark becomes?
Could be.
Which, by the way, shout out to my son Jacob, my 18-year-old. He's upstairs playing Perfect Dark. He's been playing the
Nice.
the one from Rare Replay.
Nice.
So
Speaking of Rare, I would be surprised if we hear anything on Everwild. But
Oh, that got it all.
I think that's been a couple of years. and
Yeah.
Who knows
Yeah.
what? I mean, I saw someone on Twitter that works there, and they said that, you know, they just started there, and they're excited to work on, you know, Everwild, I guess.
Well, then
Who
it's
knows?
not dead yet.
I don't think it is, but, you know, just, you know, studios, I mean, even where I work, I mean, there's ups and downs. Certain managers aren't the right people. Sometimes you got to let them go.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Yep.
that's any industry where, you know, you have teams that,
I mean, you have to gel together once you do that. Then
I mean, sometimes people just don't know how to manage and
yeah.
put people in the right direction and over compensate. Who knows?
Eternal should die with a Voodoo Vince too.
Mm.
And that is Phil would love that.
Yeah, except Phil didn't make Voodoo Vince the remake. He had a outside studio do it.
Yeah.
His Stars Part 2. Lemon. Y'all were disparaging my Amico and Retro Renegades, by the way. What was up with that? What was up with that? Don't disparage. Keep the faith, brother. Come on, man. You know, it's only $100
how about
deposit.
It's not a first-party studio, but Avalanche that's working.
Contraband.
Yeah.
No.
It is exclusive though.
Contraband.
I
Yep.
hear what's going with that.
And
Yeah,
I
that-
think there's a couple other third-party deals, whatever, that are working exclusive stuff for Xbox too. World's Edge, is Age of Empires 4 coming out this year? Isn't that supposed to release it this year?
I don't know if that's this year or not. Let me look at, hold on. Age of Empires 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Amico Games and Game Pass.
Mm-mm.
Hey, Crispy, stop. Is an upcoming, let's see. Bigblock! Brother Bigblock coming in from Papa Pete's stream earlier. There is the well, it was released in 2021.
Shadai is on a roll. Nintendo has Splatoon. PlayStation have Soap Tune. Xbox should have Oil Tune. Everyone is being splattered with oil.
Might as well. Why not?
Why
Yeah.
not? So,
Hey, slippery when oily.
oh my god. Oh. I gotta get with Brother Lemon. I gotta get the Amico controller in his hand. I need him to see this thing too. You know what? I might have. I know. I'm gonna. Chuck's talking. DJC's talking about doing something in the fall, but I might have to have like a little mini Amico fest at my place here. Because I know Lemon's in New York. He's only a couple hours away. Peter's only a couple hours away. Get you in here for a weekend, Chris. I would absolutely host something, especially if we get like when they get to the point to where they can actually, where they actually tangibly can start working on stuff. You know, working on stuff. I get people out here. We just have a good old time. We game, have some fun. Maybe do a live stream. Crispy's in Connecticut, dude. I passed by you on the way to Boston this weekend. That's right. Boogeyman's here. Boogeyman's in Maryland with me.
Dun, dun. Amico Fest 23.
You're damn right. Well, I'll let DJC
24.
call it that, because officially, you know. Crispy's been to Ocean City, so that's an hour and a half, 2 hours away from me. It's not bad. So, I was born in Connecticut, by the way, Crispy. I was born in Milford. I think I've said that to you before. Oh yeah, great grilling. Maybe we do something in August, late July or August. Let me. You know what? You guys really. I'm dead serious, man. Let me work on this. Peter, Chris, I'm gonna work on a gaming weekend where, yeah.
We could plan it.
Yep. Let me work this out. Southington. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. I know Southington.
Did you read Boogie's Deal? Wada's Pie in the Sky for pick for showcase first party new Conquer.
Ooh.
The FPS NXI was working on.
That's Avowed.
No, NXI was working. No, that's Obsidian's working on Avowed.
Right.
But this
So what
photo
is
NXI is working on a FPS or something. Fallout 1 through 4 collection. And Elder Scrolls 3 and 4 remaster. I mean, would they do a collection for Fallout? Kind of. I mean, they're already back in pat, right? And some have been kind of updated, kind
Dude,
of.
they own.
And we know they've already hinted at working on the next Fallout.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do they own the
that's-
original Fallouts? I think that they do.
I think so. I think ZeniMax had that.
Yeah, okay, they do. So Interplay had it until 2004. Bethesda's had it since 2004. So yeah, they do. They've got all. They own the whole thing.
Yeah. Eternal's saying Ignax wants to make a cyberpunk shooter RPG.
All right.
Which. I can
And
see
Myke,
that.
it's your damn fault we like the Amico so much. Facts. Oh, dude, Lemon, did you missed earlier in the show? One of the game developers used our
Feedback.
show to announce a game. I'll put it in the DM. I'm still blown away by that. X says, "Let the rumors of Chronicle of Riddick be true." There's that. I think that's a Warner Brothers game. So. All right, any more biggins? Any more big? What's your over hot take, Peter? Your pie in the sky.
Pie in the sky?
Yeah,
I think I already did that with every 360 and OG Xbox
Oh, right.
games, PC.
So just generically,
if that's the case,
emulation.
then man, they're like, yeah.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say a Wolfenstein
3.0, but yeah, that too.
Would that be nice? There you go, Sir X. Mech Assault. Oh, Boogie says a console release of the HoloLens. Well, now that Apple, I don't even know. It's 11:52. I don't even know if I want to take that on tonight. I think we're gonna need some time to digest the $3,500 Apple Vision Pro.
Yeah, that's why it's Pro. It's not.
Yeah.
That one is not for you and I.
Yeah. It's not.
And so was HoloLens.
I like what Axel said. Axel said it's not VR, it's a 2D screen projector for $3,500. Oh, you know what else? The announcement that Ubisoft Plus is now part of Game Pass.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Including PC Game Pass. The whole shebang. Yeehaw.
X is on fire with the hot takes. Showcase introduces Marvel vs. Capcom 4. Oh, this is funny. How about Mando? Like a Mandalorian game? Well, that would be... Who would do that? It wouldn't be... I don't know if it would be EA necessarily. Huh. I don't know. This is the way. All right. Yeah, let's table the Apple versus Meta. Because there was a I'll be honest, there was a lot to like in the Meta showcase. There really was. And it actually got
And
me
they also have the Meta, the Pro Quest, right?
They do.
Whatever it's called.
They do.
And it's like not less than half that Apple thing.
It is. But even the Meta Quest 2 is getting a performance boost.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to table I'll
Yeah, let's
table
do that.
for now because I feel like there was some things that I do want to talk about with VR.
But
Yeah.
the Quest 3, they announced Quest 3, but I didn't see a whole lot of information about it.
I think it's just a Quest 2 with better specs, and actually it will have full color AR. It'll have the full color mode instead, which could be pretty cool. So let's definitely
let's table that.
Yeah, let's table that because I do want to talk about Meta and stuff like that. Because I have a feeling I'm going to start buying some serious VR games and in fact, I didn't realize Battlezone is on Meta VR, and that was one of my favorite of the PSVR games. So if I can find it in the store again, I'm buying Battlezone. All right, here we go. Flady Foxfire. My pie in the sky is Xbox Sega acquisition. Woo! I'll tell you what, if that happens, I'm going on Iron Lords that next Sunday.
And then they dropped the Xbox name and called Dreamcast.
Oh, man, and then I die. I would die happy. So, Lemon. Oh. VR. God. I know, and you know what? I know Lemon's got the Quest and he's got the PSVR too. So, Lemon don't play when it comes to.
I think PSVR is missing out not having compatibility with PC.
I think it's missing out not having the PSVR 1 games play on it.
Well,
notice that it was very deliberate that Meta said that all Meta Quest 3 games will be So we're gonna table that.
Well, remember with PlayStation, we believe in generations,
right?
Which is really like I give you the middle finger and you buy everything full price again.
Ooh, Sir X and
Nintendo's
Crytek.
kind of like that.
De Niro says that Xbox needs to put a ring on a Sobo.
Yeah.
So,
that is
I
true.
agree.
Yep.
That's
Maybe
one
they
good
will.
studio that's been done a lot of good things for them. So.
Yep.
Or just making such a large investment that it's practically theirs.
Right.
50%
like
ownership. It's like
kind of
51,
like
50,
51.
whatever.
Yeah,
51.
kind of like what Tencent is doing.
Yeah.
You know, your
So they
favorite.
should do it. Yeah, Plague Tale. Ooh, it was so good.
All right, so Chris, your pie in the sky, just balls out.
Obsidian.
Hot take.
Obsidian KOTOR 3. If nobody else can get it done right, you know what? Let's say I saw something on Twitter where they said, it's gonna go back to BioWare and they're gonna remake the KOTOR.
That's a hot take.
I know, but what if, Obsidian did KOTOR 2, and they've been pretty successful lately. Let's let them reboot KOTOR.
And they could. And they
We'll love it.
they could license.
Well, maybe not all Star Wars, because it seemed like
Thank you,
Lucasfilm
Lemon.
is distributing that, but let Obsidian do Knights of the Republic stuff. You know, some of the new canon, whatever, how they want to do that.
Yep. That would be nice. And they could license it.
Yeah, it's a shame, but whatever the hell was going on with this remake of KOTOR, and I remember saying when I heard about it when that was announced, and I'm like, you know, if I saw a custom PS5 KOTOR and it looked pretty awesome, that might get me want to get a PS5,
Right.
jump on it. But nope, don't think that's happening. So.
Okay. So we got all Xbox 360 and Xbox games backward compatible, and we've got
Yeah.
KOTOR 3.
Yeah.
And mine is a new Wolfenstein.
Yeah. Yours is probably a little more realistic.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yours could be fairly realistic, Chris.
I mean, yeah. I could
LucasArts.
see Obsidian. Yeah, I mean, they've been pretty good about stuff. I mean, I could see them looking at them for. You want to do some KOTOR again?
LucasArts has been licensing that stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there's Fallout New Vegas 2, says Crispy Bomb.
Yeah, I've heard that. That would be pretty good.
Not Xbox related, but Racer brings back the Ouya and makes it the place for indie
Oh,
devs.
what about a new Project Gotham Racing?
Oh.
I
Bringing back
would like to see a new. Yeah, like, okay, look, we're done with Horizon. The Horizon's been great, right? Yeah, bring back Project Gotham and expand on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
And
make that the new. Give that to Playground, and let that be the new racing series for them.
Yeah. And bring in, hold on. Find and bring in some of the old Bizarre Creations guys.
Yes.
Go. Oh,
Let's do it.
wait a minute. Why does that name look familiar? Hold on. Why does this Brian Woodhouse name look familiar? Lucid Games, Star, Project Gotham 2. All right, he works for Lucid. You know, Lucid was doing support work on Sea of Thieves. Just saying. You bring in some of that staff from Lucid to help make the project got. Oh my God! You got me going now.
Yeah, it would be nice to bring that one back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something gritty, gritty.
Yep.
Enough of this Horizon Fair stuff.
No, just
Xbox booth. Xbox buys. De Niro says Xbox buys the Sleeping Dogs IP and is working on Sleeping Dogs 2. Well, you know,
I think Dreadful listens in 2 speed. You are only 23 minutes behind.
I can't help you with that.
We should talk real fast and see how he fares.
If the Activision they could, if the merger gets done, they could bring back True Crime.
Yeah,
which is what became Sleeping Dogs.
Yeah, and I enjoyed True Crime.
I did too. I've got both of them. I got Streets of LA and Streets of New York.
Yeah, I mean, that could be their GTA.
It could
bring that back. Yeah, I mean, so GTA 6. Y'all think it might get shown Summer Games? Because sometimes they just announce it on their own, right? I mean, GTA 5, that wasn't on anybody's stage when that got announced. They just announced it on their own, I think. So
I wouldn't announce it on the Xbox show unless it's Game Pass day one.
You know,
that would be hard. But if not,
even if it's not on Game Pass, but let's say, you know, Microsoft and Xbox, you know what? After all this BS we went through and how Sony has treated them during this ABK deal, it's like gloves are off. All right. I mean, we know that, you know, GTA has been associated with marketing with the PlayStation for a while, but it's like, you know, open the wallet. That would be interesting if they show GTA 6 at the game show, Xbox. That would be huge.
Yeah.
That would. I almost don't want them to, though. I there's a part of me that
you
wants
think it
them
would
to
overshadow some of the stuff that was shown. I mean,
I do, and I honestly do. Dredd said, see, Dredd is 23 minutes behind. He'll fly up for Amico Fest 2023. Then you know what? Guys, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna look at doing a weekend here too. And not to overshadow TJC wanting to do something. I just want to get some people together in this region that could let me work on this. I think that GTA 6 would, and honestly, I do. I think this showcase needs to be Xbox first party rather.
I think it will for the most part, but
I do too. I think it needs to. I think they need to. They have been handed a golden opportunity, thanks to.
They have, but I think they were going to do this anyways, right? I mean, because we know they work on this stuff way ahead of time. So.
Oh, absolutely.
Regardless of how PlayStation did, people feel about that, this was planned anyways.
It was, but I could see them changing things up.
They could have some last minute updates that they could do pretty easily.
Yeah, I would think so.
Because it's streamed, right? It's not a live show.
It is. It's a good question. I don't know if it's live or not.
Xbox Fan Fest, aren't they? There's something going on over there.
They are doing a fan fest.
Because Summer Games Fest, they're gonna have a theater that people can go to. So I guess if people go out to LA, I mean they'll have some stuff to do. There's no E3, but they'll have some things to do out there as far as the gaming stuff. Bigblock limited edition Xbox Series X interface resumed to play music during. You don't have to call it Amico Fest. You can call it NOG Fest.
Yeah, something like that. I wouldn't do that, but I wouldn't do that to Chuck either.
Nah, no.
Called
And
Cookfest.
I think Seth and I are gonna go to Detroit when he has a get together. We're gonna go see him. So I love Chuck, man. Chuck's one of my favorites. Straight up, one of my favorites. It
Nah,
doesn't say
Yobi, I
that
know
it's
it's been
live.
announced, but trailer reveal.
Yeah, we haven't.
Official.
Yeah, I did. Right. GTA 6 is like the worst kept secret.
I know. We've already seen gameplay, but no.
Yeah.
Mullet Fest. At first, I thought he said Mullet Fest. Oh, he hadn't said that.
It doesn't. It just says it'll be streamed live. Well, it says it will be streamed live. So it's not a. It's going to be a live show. I mean, that's what they're saying. It says, "How do I watch?" Xbox Game Showcase will be streamed live on official Xbox and Bethesda channels.
Okay, yeah, and they're gonna have some select theaters too.
Right.
You want to go to your local theater to watch it.
All right.
Night, Crispy.
Well, good night, Crispy brother. So, Crispy, I'm serious. Let's talk about Tuesday night. Talk about you coming on next week. It'd be a great night for you to make your NLG debut. All right. So, this has been great. This has been great.
Yeah.
I am gonna let's go ahead and start winding down because it is 12:15, and I know you're still doing the 4-day weeks.
Yeah.
You got like
still
3.
Gotta
You
be
got to
at
get
work at 5:15.
Yeah, so you need to get like 3 hours of sleep. So
At least.
Yeah. So no, I know Relic, but I that is not something. That is not something I would even consider into my mind taking away from Chuck. Not even a little bit. Not even a minute of it. Like I couldn't do it. So we'll figure it out. So
Well, we could always put up a poll, like a couple of different names, Amico NOG or whatever.
yeah, we'll do something.
Yeah.
Or just a gaming weekend. Just getting together. We don't have to call it a fest.
Could be a start or something, sir.
The gathering of games. The gathering of gamers. Whatever. Well, I'll start thinking about it. In the meantime, let's start winding down because I want to get you out of here so you get some sleep. So Mike's House Club. Oh my God, you guys have been great in the chat tonight.
Gamers Tupperware.
There you go. So I love this chat. I love you guys so much, and this is great having us all back together again.
Mm-hmm.
What a great night! This has been an awesome night of game talk. I appreciate you guys letting me ramble on about the video games live.
Of course, yeah.
So I was actually double checking. I did shoot Tommy a text to make sure that that date for video games live for next year was actually. He said, "Yep," and he said, well, first he said, it's been a great and emotional week. Going back tomorrow. Thank you for being such a special part of a special day. Yeah, he's not my friend at all. He's not my friend. So yeah, he said if Seth and I come to North Carolina, he said his brother and his wife and his son will be there, and he'd love to introduce us. So, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Tommy's not my friend. Anyway, my Mickey Mouse, the Mikey Mouse party. Yes. So Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe Amico Fest should only be put on once people actually have the Amico. But again, it doesn't mean, that.
I would call it 42 years of gaming fest.
We got to get Nate in here too. Nate's gonna have to drive in
Yes.
from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yes. Oh.
No
Can we
more
order people's
pineapples.
pineapple? No, not in this house. Not in this house, sir. Now you talk
Lemon,
to you talk to Carlo
I'll have
about
some
that.
pizza with mustard, with
mustard.
you any day, sir.
Mustard.
Hey, I'm down.
That is. It is.
Well,
There
if you
is.
put ham on your pizza, you might as well put mustard on it.
I don't put ham on my pizza.
Some people call it Canadian bacon.
That is also not what I put on there. Of course, I'm a hypocrite because I have bacon. Sometimes. Paul said he liked it. Well, Paul is weird.
Turkey bacon.
Exactly. They do make turkey bacon.
I know they do.
Did you see what happened to the guy with the ketchup? He probably died. All right. It's 12:15. Do you know where your children are? I am going to start winding this down. Thank you guys. Hey, we got a ton of Gamers United Guild in the chat tonight. Brother 108 Dragons. Saturday is, I can't wait because Saturday is going to be lit with the Dragon's Den. You having a Dragon's Den on Saturday, Brother Lemon? Because I know that prediction show would be absolutely lit. But we got, there you go. So we got some great Gamers United Guild folks in the chat. And of course, all of their show links are down below. So get down there, click on 108 Dragons TV, click on Geekstorian, click on TXR, click on Retro Renegades, click on, you know what, and even the people who didn't make it in tonight, click on They Said We Said Gaming. Get down there, make those clicks, sub to those channels, check out these shows. They are fantastic. Brother Lemon is family to me. Nick, Geekstorian, and his family. We're all awesome family. Dreads is almost live. Matt Byrnes. What's up, Brother Matt? Brother Matt's in the house. Great show, guys. Thank you. Sorry I didn't comment earlier. It's okay. Dude, anytime, Matt, that we get you in the chat for a couple minutes always makes us happy. It's great to see you. So, and again,
I bet he was playing Diablo, though.
I bet. And we ate live. Someone cursed my name. If so, you better be creative. I said you were family, Nick. Oh my goodness. No, it is so many good Gamers United Guild shows. Please, I mean, I can go through all the shows, but tomorrow night is Go Game Go at 8:00, and then Amico Forever at 9:30. I may or may not be back on Amico Forever tomorrow night. It's all going to depend on schedule. But if not,
But it all depends on when it was coming out. But got my hopes up for a second.
I know we're working on it, Peter. I promise. We're working
I
on
know.
it. So,
And then Ham Solo, I think he did something on Thursday.
he does
Friday.
on Thursdays. 4GQTV is on Thursdays. Friday is iconic video games podcast on Friday. Got the Evercast on Saturday morning with bacon ice cream. We got the Dragon's Den on Saturday night with Brother Lemon and his crew. On Sunday, we've got Good Morning Xbox with Axel and partners. And then
I plan on jumping on there with them.
Yep.
Have some, fun early Xbox stuff.
Yep. And Iconic Video Games Podcast also has Lady Death Dealer. Just wanted to make that shout out for Brother Dread. TXR is Sunday night. We'll be here for the Xbox Showcase Sunday afternoon live streaming. And you know what? We'll check in with Lemon and anybody else who's live streaming from the guild. Maybe what we'll do is we'll do some check-ins with the other shows, see how they're coming along.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to
And then-
Dreadpool for the $2 super chat. He says, encore, encore.
Yes, but Chris has got to go to bed.
And Chris says, no more,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
more.
No
Y'all
more,
can do
no
encore
more.
without me.
Yeah. And then Monday night is Astro Smashed. Papa Pete and Retro Renegades are on Tuesday, and then we're back on Tuesday night. And Crispy Bomb will be with us Tuesday night at 9:30
Yes.
next week, making his NLG debut.
Nice.
That makes me happy. This has been a great night, guys. I truly have enjoyed tonight. This has just been an extension of I'll trade my Game Pass in for a bus pass to visit Mike's Amigo Soiree 2020. I love you guys so much. Oh my god, I love you guys. No.
Maybe we should
Now,
call
Matt.
it Riddle Fest.
Griddle Fett. There it is. There it is. Which means Sir X-Man
Miko
has to
Griddle.
come. Matt, hey. He said, I've been listening for a while. I'll be more active in the coming weeks. I've been preoccupied with things, not very talkative. I'll be back, baby. Dude, again, whenever you're able to come in and hang out and chat, we've missed you. It's great having you. Again, Lady Foxfire, it's so great to see you. I'll take my I'm on vacation back to get Crispy the spotlight. So anyway, everybody, thank you so much in the chat. You guys are awesome. Gamers United Guild, sub to everybody down there. We will see you Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock for the Xbox Showcase, to where we're either going to be very, very happy or we're just going to flip tables and stuff. So,
Yeah.
well, Matt,
Either way.
Matt, we love you too, man. And again, that means a lot. It really does.
Yeah,
it
we always
really
appreciate
does. I'm looking down at the chat like he can see me looking at him. Let me look at the camera. Seriously, that means a lot to us. It does. All of you guys mean so much to us. Without you, we can just go on Xbox and do a party chat. We're here for you. We're here because of you. You guys are our family. And that's just how it is. So, thank you guys so much, everybody. Peter, Chris?
Good to be back. Missed you guys.
It's good to have you back,
Good
brother.
having you back, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's make these
For a second, I thought I had to
sabbaticals
grow a
few
beard, but
This is a great time of year. You know, when all this new gaming news comes around, so
yeah,
it's exciting.
Good.
Christmas.
So now we
is.
just need one more thing from you, and that is your picture in front of a green screen.
Oh yeah. Hold on, I got a green screen right here. I gotta set it up. There we go.
There you go. There you go. All right.
And Dreadpool with another $2 super chat. He says,
Tread.
have a great night, everyone.
Love you,
You too,
Dread.
Dread.
Thank you, Dreadpool.
Flips. The Geek Story says flips Boogie's table. Take that, sir. Boogie says flips Nick's table. Touche.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are awesome. All
Supposed to
right.
dance on the tables.
The gall. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much. We will see you. I might do some streaming on Thursday. We'll see. If not, we'll see you Sunday. Pick up a controller. Get some gaming in. Have a great week. Play on, gamers.
Game on.
Adios.
Hey, Dread. Thank you for
He
the
did that on purpose.
Love you guys too.
Did that on purpose. He did. All right, I'm not playing the intro at the exit again. Good night, everyone.
He's trying to encore us.
NLG out.